These are on the golf course. I got a great panel of guests, including a sex columnist, a private eye, the editor of a sexy new men's magazine, and a cheater. Stay with us as we turn back the sheets on cheating in 2 minutes on The Full Nelson.
Hello everyone, I'm Todd Connor. Massive mudslides have literally buried some Mexican communities. 326 people are known dead in the wake of this week's flooding and mudslides. Survivors urged President Ernesto Zedillo to call for foreign help, but he said Mexico can do it alone and promised the government would rebuild houses. Safety experts are searching the charred wreckage of the lead car in that London train crash, but they don't expect to find anything but ashes. It's believed temperatures in the burning wreckage reached 1,800 degrees Fahrenheit. More than 70 people may have died in Tuesday's crash. It turns out that some of the rail cars had also been involved in a crash 2 years ago where 7 people died. Well, they've shaken on it. Ford and the United Auto Workers have struck a tentative deal. This after workers had walked out at 4 plants after a midnight deadline expired without an agreement. Details of the new contract are still under wraps. Well, if you think you hear ringing, it's probably cell phones. A United Nations report says worldwide cell phones will outnumber traditional landline phones by the end of the next decade. Nearly 400 million people around the world use the wireless portable phones. New York City Mayor Rudolph Giuliani is being criticized by one of his staffers. The city's chief of cultural affairs, tells the New York Times the mayor is wrong to cut funding to the Brooklyn Museum of Art. The museum's exhibit sensation includes a portrait of the Virgin Mary with elephant dung and pornographic pictures. The museum has gone to court to block the city from withholding its funding. Meanwhile, another New York art exhibit has opened without controversy. The Metropolitan Museum of Art is showcasing the works of the 19th century's French sculptor Rodin. The highlight of the exhibit is a statue of the classic writer Victor Hugo. And our next update's coming up at the bottom of the hour. The Full Nelson is coming up next on Fox News Channel. Stay with us.
From cyber porn to presidential hanky-panky, we're putting the heat on cheat right now on The Full Nelson. How y'all doing? Thanks for being here. We've got a great show tonight. It's going to be a lot of fun. All right, let me start out by telling you a couple things. There's a new service out in London that helps those of you who want cheat on your loved one. Go figure. It's called the Alibi Agency, and they'll cover you soup to nuts on that affair you've always been wanting to have. They'll give you fake invitations to corporate events, an answering service that fronts as a hotel operator, convention coordinator, whatever you need them to do. They'll even make purchases on your behalf so there's no nasty receipts for someone to find at home. They have this real simple attitude. You want to have a little fling on the side? Why should that mess with a good marriage? Talk about wanting to have your cake and eat it too. But they actually have 8,000 members, paid members worldwide. I mean, I hear they're really popular with the royal family and stuff. But here's the really messed up part of this thing. The agency actually sees itself as protecting loved ones from undue anxiety and helping establish and ensure the stability of a long-term relationship. Our aim is total peace of mind for you and your family. I mean, what's up? These guys think they're Allstate or something? Tell you what, though, if you're in Japan and cheating, you actually might need insurance because the Alibi Agency isn't going to help you against this. It's called S-Check. It's a chemical spray that highlights traces of semen on underwear. So the jilted lover sprays it on the cheater's briefs, and it turns them bright green. Like, imagine your surprise when you get home. You're like, oops. Then there's the infidelity detection cream. You rub it on your man's back first thing in the morning. If he showers during the day, it forms a big blister that's on his back that you can find at night. I'm telling you, only the Japanese come up with stuff like this, right? And it gets better. If you rub the cream on socks, the socks actually change color if they're taken off for more than 15 minutes. So I tell you, a guy in Japan goes to the gym, his relationship is history. It's done. Cheating. From Hugh Grant and President Clinton to the girl of the guy next door. Why can't people keep it zipped up? And why are we so fascinated? We're going to get into it right now. Welcome to The Full Nelson.
I think think if you have a commitment with someone, like kissing, whatever, constitutes cheating. Any physical relationship.
I wouldn't call flirting cheating unless someone asks you about it and you lie about it.
Having attraction to someone else and actually following through on that attraction.
Whatever Bill Clinton says is not cheating, I will agree with.
All right, chances are, sooner or later, either you'll do it yourself or it's going to happen to you or someone you know. Have we become a nation of cheaters? Well, joining me tonight to talk about it are Stefan Feller, author of How to Juggle Women Without Getting Killed or Going Broke, T.C. Laughlin, a fashion designer here in New York, Dan Savage, a sex advice columnist whose Savage Love is syndicated in newspapers across the country, and Lauren Parker, the managing editor of Stuff magazine. All right, Dan, I'm going to start out with you because you're the sex columnist.
Oh, God.
What is cheating? What is it? What is it when you, what's the standard of cheating?
Cheating depends. Cheating is what the two people in a relationship define as cheating. So if you have an open relationship and your partner has sex with somebody else, they didn't cheat. If you think kissing is cheating and you told your partner that and your partner agreed to it and they kiss somebody else, then that's cheating. It just depends on what the two people in a relationship say it is.
But you don't have to, like, lay down little ABCs to make sure that you don't...
I think
oh,
with
yes,
Dan,
you do.
But you guys both agree with it? See, the woman's like, no, I don't buy that.
That was the problem with Bill and Hillary, is that they weren't, if it was cheating, we don't know, but...
Oh, wait. If it was cheating?
If Hillary's okay with it, it's not cheating. If Hillary is... But Hillary couldn't say, oh, I'm okay. She couldn't go on TV and say, I'm okay with it. She'd be run out of the White House.
Okay, who's okay with that?
Not Monica, but I'm okay if my boyfriend wants to have sex with somebody else.
See,
maybe not with you, but with somebody.
So that's your guys' agreement. Well, that's very open.
Well, no, just your shocked reaction made me think that.
TC, what's wrong with that? What's wrong with saying cheating is, you set the parameters A, B, C, D, E, and go from there?
Well, because first of all, it's not realistic. I mean, you're not going to sit down, a month or 2 months or 3 months into a relationship and start making a checklist about what you expect the person not to do. I think there's sort of an implied trust that certain things go beyond that level. Now, obviously, clearly there are relationships where anything goes, but I don't think that's the norm.
This is a problem, because then you have a man who thinks oral sex isn't cheating, dating a woman who thinks oral sex is cheating. If they don't talk about it,
exactly. You've got real problems if they don't talk about it.
Oral sex is cheating, they just won't admit it.
I don't know how many people really don't think it's cheating.
Wait.
Right, they'll rationalize
Who thinks...
There was a study that 70% of college students, male and female, don't consider oral sex sex. So if you're not having sex with other people...
Is it sex?
Of course it is.
Is it cheating? Always, no matter what.
Well, if you don't have that agreement with your significant other that we can do this, then of course it is.
Would you make agreements with your significant other the way Dan's talking?
It's a
Would you make like
agreement.
a
It's
little
an
prenuptial agreement, the pre-cheating agreement?
No, I've actually never done that. You never sit down and say, you can do this, you can't do this, you can do this, maybe you can do this, but this you can't. It's just... That's what a relationship is. It's a commitment.
But we put more thought into like buying a car. We'll talk to the dealer about what all these things we want in the car. But in a relationship, we leave too much to chance, and then things like this happen. If you leave things to chance,
the more specific you are, the less likely you are to be surprised.
Exactly.
I mean, people shouldn't assume. You shouldn't assume your partner's on the same page as you. That's why you have to talk about it. It's not necessarily very romantic to have to talk about it, but then you're not going to be...
It's completely unromantic. It's so clinical to say.
And it needs to be clinical.
Isn't that a cop-out for guys, though, kind of be able to go...
the guys on the panel have this point of view and the women don't. It's like, look, we didn't say this up front, so I am completely in the clear.
That's kind of what we think, though, right? Steph,
you have to have some type of understanding. And
us guys all think that?
I mean, yeah, your actions do speak louder than words, but at a certain point you have to say what's going on here. You have to kind of set the ground rules, so to speak.
And is there better evidence that women should have these conversations with men than that we think so differently about this? That the guys on the panel are like, yeah, we got to talk about it.
We want to talk. That's good, right?
Let's say you guys don't think this is cheating, oral sex is fine, whatever, no problem. If that's the case, then you should then go home to your significant other and tell them. There shouldn't be any dishonesty.
And then you will
or
have the
deception.
conversation.
And then you will have...
Then you will have
the end of the relationship.
Well, but
then it should end. It should end if the girl doesn't agree with that.
But if there's a level of
what about
dishonesty...
what about like a kiss, though? Like a drunken bar kiss?
I say there are degrees of cheating. I kind of equate it to murder.
First degree, second degree, manslaughter.
All right, we're going to take a break. We'll get into the degrees, and I want to talk about, virtual sex and the internet, whether that's cheating, so stay with us.
out, motorists. Old Man Winter's out to get you. No matter what winter throws at you, Prestone Antifreeze is how you fight back. Kick Old Man Winter in the teeth with the #1 way to fight corrosion and protect your aluminum radiator to 84 below. Get in the Prestone zone so nothing can stop you now.
When we drafted Tim Duncan, I invited him to my home to get ready for the season. He was learning so much.
That doesn't count, you were out.
The roses are out, Timmy, not the daisies. So one day, you brought this into my home.
That's something I'm proud of.
I calmly explained how Edge Pro Gel protects better than foam because it has 8 rich lubricants.
David, sure know how to make a guy feel comfortable.
More lemonade, Tim?
Edge Pro Gel. Save your skin.
The roses, Tim, are out of bounds.
Go with the gnomes. The gnomes can be out of bounds.
No.
I may look young, but I still suffer from hot flashes. I discovered a natural way to deal with it. New Healthy Woman from the makers of Monistat. Healthy Woman's a soy menopause supplement that helps relieve hot flashes in a natural way. New Healthy Woman.
Natural, real, a whole new way to lose the gray. Quick, hassle-free, a look that really looks like me.
Being a volunteer fireman is tough enough. With a cold, it's tougher.
What's up with you, Sparky?
I don't know. I don't feel so hot.
Forget that. It won't extinguish headache, sore throat, and
fever.
Like non-drowsy Dayquil.
No. What are you going to do? Cough out the fire? Here. That's good stuff.
Thanks, Chief.
Like the multi-symptom relief of NyQuil? Try non-drowsy Dayquil.
You ready?
Dayquil, the non-drowsy, congested, stuffy head, sore throat, coughing, aching, fever, be a hot shot through the day medicine.
Saturday, Al Gore. New headquarters, new manager, new outlook. Can the Veep refinish that wooden image, or will he end up getting shellacked? Nothing old hat here. Gotta know, gotta catch. Drudge. Tonight, taking you beyond the headlines. In-depth reporting, complete analysis, a powerful primetime lineup. Fox News Channel, the most powerful name in news. When you gotta know, you gotta watch. Drudge. Tonight.
Smile, you're at Mr. Smiley's. Would you like to try our new beef and cheese pot pie on a stick?
We were just at a seminar. Buddy, this is my...
Her husband. We've met before, but something tells me you're going to remember me this time.
Kevin Spacey, Ketchum and Cheetah. I want to just pick it up where we kind of left off and ask about the internet, because, you know, it's so ubiquitous. Everybody's online, right? Some guys at home, like a lot of guys, and they're like doing porno online and stuff. Is that cheating?
No. You mean these chat rooms?
No, yes, it depends.
Well, I think what's interesting...
All of it. All right, chat rooms. What about a chat room? You're in a chat room, it's anonymous. You don't even know, it might be a guy you're chatting
That's
with.
what I was
going to
say. You hear these stories, you find out you're talking to some old guy, and
you don't
think
know.
it's some hot,
If
sexy
you're having
babe.
cyber sex with some anonymous person who doesn't know anything about you in your real life, then that's not cheating.
That's masturbation.
But
That's fantasy.
if you're having it with someone that actually, like, maybe it's a regular thing, and they know something about you, maybe they know your name, then I think
But
that's
how can you
cheating.
say it's not cheating if you're
Because what you described, where you know the name and you're getting to know them, that's a threat to the to your
you know what?
relationship.
It's a fantasy if I'm in a relationship and I'm away on a business trip and I meet some hot woman. It's a fantasy. I'm never going to see her
No,
again.
but, okay, so you're on the internet. What's happening?
There's no physical intimacy.
But
there.
you're
I think
having a
that's the
big
key.
emotional intimacy, and I think that's wrong as well.
Not on the
internet.
You're not. No.
Well, but people do get addicted.
I got to get your
people
computer.
do get
No, I'm
addicted
not
to
talking
it.
about a one-time chat, something that goes on for months and months and months, where you log in every day and
What
you
I think
talk
is-
to this person and talk dirty to them, you know, type
What I think is
dirty.
interesting about the internet and these fantasy rooms is all these men all over America masturbating sitting up, which never used to happen. Guys used to lie down to masturbate. Now everyone masturbates at their computer.
You notice the typing gets very slow.
Yeah.
One
Notice how? And the keyboard gets very...
You know what, though? What does it say about... I mean, we draw these funny lines. Everybody has a line. I mean, it seems almost like people draw the line wherever they're not doing it. Like, it's not cheating if it's, you know, kissing, because, you know, I don't do that. If you kiss someone once in a while in a bar, it's only cheating if I, you know,
That's
have
what I said
sex.
before. It's totally subjective. Cheating is what two people in a relationship decide cheating is. And there's a different definition of cheating for every relationship that's out there.
It depends. You bring your own. I'm sorry. You bring your own emotional baggage. Depends how you're raised. All these things, and you're interacting with someone else who may be totally different. And it's kind of finding that common ground.
Doesn't it seem like guys want to cheat a lot? Like it's sort of built into us in a
It's a
certain way?
different thing for guys and women, I think. Because I think guys really and truly can compartmentalize sex in a way that women are less able to do so.
You know what? I'm the first to agree with that. So what's wrong if
I also think that men
so
are...
what's wrong then?
Men are naturally monogamous. And you look at the sexual behavior of every mammalian vertebrate on the planet, and the men are out there sticking it in everything, and the women are not.
But they don't have the whole socialization as well.
No, but we have to acknowledge
animals.
that the way men are socialized, the way male humans are socialized, is in conflict with their hardwiring. No, not they can't help it. A guy shouldn't make a commitment he can't keep, but women shouldn't coerce men into making commitments they can't keep.
Well, maybe that's the problem.
Honest to God.
Well, he's saying it. All right, you don't think so, but I think a lot of guys do feel like, that's why you turn to the internet, and it's great that you guys are saying that's a fair out, but I think, why is that the fair out? Why is that okay?
I read a sex advice column. I get letters every day from women who say, my husband, I caught him with a Playboy magazine. He's cheating on me.
Well, that's absurd.
It's absurd, but I get letters like that every day.
Yeah. All right, you know what? All right, let me ask you, hold on. We're going to take a break. When we come back, we're going to talk to somebody who was cheated on and somebody who cheated. Stay with us.
This program is brought to you by Moen Faucets. Moen, buy it for looks, buy it for life.
Tired of having to wait for the great taste of filtered water? Now there's a better way. Introducing the Pure Touch faucet with a filter right inside. Pure Touch, exclusively from Moen.
What you eating, little brother? Chicken and stars. There's a better tasting soup. Progresso chicken noodle, all white meat chicken. Bigger veggies. See the difference?
Good stuff.
Told ya. Nice shirt.
Discover the better taste of Progresso. With hard work and good honest service, your business will grow and prosper. That's the American way. Shiloh Inns is but one example of the free enterprise system at work. Genuine friendliness, consistent service, and good value have helped make Shiloh Inns the largest independent hospitality company in the western United States. Now the sky's the limit for Shiloh customers. Stay 2 nights a week at participating Shiloh Inns and receive a certificate for 500 Alaska Airlines Mileage Plan miles. Shiloh Inns, affordable excellence.
The World Wide Web. 40 million sites. 800 million pages. 60 billion words. And one search engine that prioritizes, categorizes, and organizes it into neat little folders. Northern Light, just what you've been searching for.
My name's Anthony Sullivan, and you've probably got a broom like this at home. When you sweep, dirt and dust flies everywhere. Introducing OneSweep, the broom with the unique purple rubber bristles that create static and attract dirt like a magnet. The OneSweep cleans deeper into carpets than even the most expensive vacuum cleaner. Cat hair, dog hair, your hair, my hair, it makes old carpets look like new. On wood floors, OneSweep gets it all, and it doesn't scratch the floor. For tile, it's the best. It even cleans the grout. It's great for the garage or outdoors. Use the OneSweep wet and it scrubs on one side and squeegees on the other. And when you're done, just twist the handle and store on a boat or RV. The purple OneSweep is just $19.99, but order in the next 5 minutes and you'll receive a second OneSweep absolutely free. That's 2 for less than the price of one. One indoor, one outdoor, one wet, one dry. That's less than $10 each. Here's how to order.
To order your 2 OneSweeps for only $19.99 plus shipping, call 1-800-496-4411 or send check or money order to the address on your screen.
Flirting's definitely not cheating because tons of people flirt every day.
It's lots of forms of cheating is not really cheating what people think that they are. You can innocently go to dinner with someone and people can see you in a restaurant there. It doesn't mean that you're actually cheating on another person.
If you are going to cheat, then as long as you don't get caught, I guess, and as long as no one else knows that you're cheating, then I guess you're not cheating.
All right, welcome back. Well, you heard what those people on the street were saying. Valerie here got a guy who wasn't going to dinner, and she caught him definitely in the act. Valerie, thanks for being here.
Thank you.
You caught your boyfriend cheating, right?
Yes, I did.
You went to his house. What happened?
Actually, I went to his house after being out with a couple of my girlfriends for the night. Knocked on a door. His window was like on the first floor. I saw the lights on, heard music, no answer. Came back to the window, lights off, music totally off. Knew he was in there.
Definite sign of a cheater.
Exactly.
Don't turn the lights off.
Exactly. I went to my car because I was just like furious.
So you knew he was cheating.
Oh,
What'd you do?
definitely. I went to the car, got the club out of the car, and I yelled in the window that you're going to come out this house one way or the other.
Yeah, so you went for
over
the car.
Yes, I did, and you know how men
guys
are with
in
their
cars,
cars.
right.
300 CX. Started bashing out the window.
Okay, got him out of the house and all?